other one says there were two men, one named Glenn and one named Coe. In any case, there are about 500 people who live here now. Some say Glencoe would have been bigger, but there was an unfortunate incident in the past. Glencoe was born when the Santa Fe Railroad put a stop on the line in 1900. The first post office had to be moved in by wagon, but after that, the town grew quickly. At one time, Glencoe had 7 grocery stores, a hotel, and at least 2 gins. Agriculture was the big economic base for the area, and the gins were always busy. Schools sprang up, and Glencoe became a family town. Then the unfortunate incident occurred. In 1914, fire destroyed almost every building on Main Street.
Well, fire practically wiped us out. We were a fairly large place up until the fire, and after the fire, it just never did come back like it was before, but it came back some, but nothing like it had been.
These days, Glencoe is holding its own. Downtown is still busy, and some of the old buildings that survive are still being used. One of the few buildings that survived the fire is also one of the most popular places in Glencoe these days because it's the home of Kay's Cafe. Kay's Cafe has only been in the building for 6 years, but from dawn until 2, it is the place to be in Glencoe. It's where the problems of the world are solved, where you can take a break from the heat and have a glass of iced tea. And if you're lucky and get here on time, you can sample a piece of Kay Burnett's homemade cakes and pies. This one is German chocolate. This is another Glencoe landmark. Folks around here call it the Lone Chimney. Dates back to the Homestead days, 1890s or so. It's also the namesake for Lone Chimney Lake. Lone Chimney is the water supply for 10 communities, but it's also becoming known as a place for great fishing. The lake hits depths of about 80 feet in places, and the tree trunks left in the water make great fishing habitat. It may not look like much right now, but this is where Glencoe's new city park is going to be. And someday there'll be a rodeo arena here, and pavilions, and even a fishing pond for the older folks. You can see everything there is to see in Glencoe and catch up with your old friends here on September 15th for Founders Day. In the meantime, why don't you write and tell us what's going on in your hometown real soon.
Good idea, Ron. And if you're planning to go to the Founders Day celebration in Glencoe on September 15th, get set for a whole lot of fun. They're planning a tractor pull, a street dance, and all kinds of games. It's going to be a good...
Glencoe doesn't even have one policeman. Newsline 9's Dana Baird reports residents are trying to change that, but not before hitting a small stumbling block.
With a population of 600 or thereabouts, Glencoe is generally quiet and crime-free. But residents say their bedroom community is disturbed by crime once thought to be exclusive to the big cities.
With the increase of minor problems, people said, hey, we better get a hold on it before it does become a real problem.
After going without for years, townspeople have elected to hire a policeman. This spring, they approved a 1-cent sales tax to pay for a chief's salary.
And the time we got somebody from Stillwater, it had quit, or somebody warned them ahead of time that they were coming, so it didn't work, so we needed a policeman very much.
In 6 months, the Maverick convenience store has been burglarized at least 3 times. The owner says the store has an alarm, but without a policeman in town, it takes anywhere from 10 minutes to more than an hour for a Payne County deputy to arrive, and then it's always too late.
Well, we get outsiders that comes in now that they know we don't have a policeman. So we need some help. They're working on it.
This is Glencoe City Hall, the place where the police department used to be housed some 5 years ago. Glencoe is in the process of hiring a police chief once again. The town had narrowed its list of candidates to 3, among them Michael Eugene Battles, a former Payne County Reserve deputy. However, he has been removed from the list. Battles was one of 107 people arrested during last week's prostitution sting operation in Oklahoma City.
The community wants somebody that's of high moral value.
Hiring a police chief won't town hope it will put much to rest. Dana Baird, Newsline 9.